Or maybe he was trying to faster seal the deal because he feel like maybe she's not
Slipping away.
Sleeping away.
Hey.
Do you also delete your WhatsApp chat history to make space for your phone?
Ooh.
This is your daily catch-up, allegedly. Okay, everybody, we gotta buckle up for this episode. Whoa, it's rocky for their relationship, especially.
Huh? Whose?
Rachel Wong's.
Oh, let's go.
Dan has been waiting for this episode. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Rachel Wong is a Singaporean influencer, fitness influencer.
Not to be mistaken, because there's two Rachel Wongs that are influencers.
This
That one lah. That one.
The one that knows. Yeah.
The one that was married to Anders.
Anders Alpin.
Okay, so let
national
me
footballer.
introduce for those to catch everyone up, let me introduce the cast. So Rachel is suing Olivia for defamation. So who's Olivia, you might ask?
I was going to.
Well, that requires me to tell a story. So Rachel married to Anders and then allegedly cheating with her wedding MC, Ellen. So Rachel and Anders break up. And then now Anders has a new girlfriend who is called Desiree. And allegedly Rachel and Ellen have been seen dating as well. And Desiree has a friend, Olivia. Both of them have posted about this incident actually. Both Desiree and Olivia.
Yeah.
But then Desiree has not gotten into any trouble, I believe, based on the way that she has articulated.
Very carefully.
Yes. But then I think Olivia was more direct about it in a sense. So
Right.
then Rachel is now suing Olivia.
I know both of them.
Wait, both of who? There
Anders
are many
and-
characters up here.
Yeah.
Anders and Rachel.
I mean,
Okay.
not. It's not like we're friends or anything. But I met them for shoot. But okay, I just cannot.
Cannot comment. You know the real tea.
No.
Yikes. Okay, so the alleged situation that has happened is that Rachel has been cheating on Anders from even before they got married. But then the most scandalous part is that on the night where they got married, Rachel had sex with Ellen allegedly at the same hotel that they were staying at the night that
Wild.
her and Anders got married.
It reached mass like public awareness in like 2020, like late 2021 or 2022
Campaign, this one.
when this like defamation suit and all like came about. But I remember watching it live on the stories in 2020 when
It unfolded lah.
I think it was either Desiree or Olivia's like stories were coming out, and it was the one that had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I remember you sent it to us.
Yeah, because it was just so wild. Like, what the this is just a crazy like.
He sent it into the management chat.
I did.
Is this what managers do?
all day.
I was like, imagine if we had a podcast or a show to talk about this back then,
Well,
which we didn't.
But I just do want to add that Ellen is a very good looking man. Anders also lah.
Both are.
Anders also.
Ellen's like.
But Ellen's like alpha man, huh?
but Anders is a national footballer, so fitness wise.
And very handsome.
Both very handsome.
Anders is very handsome.
Okay. So if I can read out some of the statements, then and I quote, and it's not my opinion. Number 1, I won't have sex with your gym trainer behind your back. This gym trainer is not Ellen.
Yeah, this is coming from Anders' girlfriend's point of view. That's why it's phrased like that.
Yeah.
Yes, Desiree. So when basically Anders was finally single, right, officially the marriage got annulled, and then she posted this as vows.
Right.
Yeah. Number 2, I won't try to sneak men back to my house after you've fallen asleep. Number 3, I won't text them things like, if Endo not around, you come now not. I don't know how to make smoking face. Or, am I making you steaming now?
Just steaming.
Number 4, I won't
That was the
cheat.
most cringe thing, huh?
Okay, wait, let me read the highlights instead. Number 5, I won't sneak out of bed after falling asleep next to you, only for you to find me sleeping in the arms of your friend.
Yikes.
Why all these red flag? He's still married.
No, he probably didn't know that
It only came out, I think, after the wedding.
Oh.
Is it though?
No, but like,
I felt like it was red
that means like him catching like the texting or like catching her sleep.
No, so according to statement 4, which I skipped, it says, I won't cheat on you with other people and go after people who informed you that I did. So it does sound like there have been people that have been telling him, but for some reason he decided that this could be worked out lah.
Right.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, who do you trust? Right? The informant or your girlfriend?
Well, I will trust the girlfriend but have such a hard time doing it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll
It
be
plays in the back of
so
mind.
yeah.
And if trust becomes an issue already, then you still move forward with a marriage like Shaq
But
said.
it's make it or break it lah. If like trust the issue, you make it forward, right? Your relationship is damn strong.
So, number 8, I won't stay over at our wedding MC's house without your knowledge in the days leading up to our wedding.
Yeah, how crazy is that?
9, I won't have you pay for the bulk of the wedding, only to disappear and not want to meet you in the days after our marriage. So
That's the
basically,
worst part,
4 days after,
Kena money already.
4 days after they got married, then she flew overseas to discover herself. It was on the overseas trip that she discovered that she don't want to be married to Anders lah.
Right.
Right. But
But-
we don't know whether there was anyone else there in the trip. Okay.
Stop right there! If you like this episode, allegedly,
Nice.
do like, share and subscribe to support our channel.
Literally.
See you. I mean, not see you. Back to the episode. Number 11.
Okay.
If I do fly overseas, I won't only keep in contact with the man that I spent our wedding night with and not text you.
So
So
she was
she was
texting Ellen.
in contact with Ellen, allegedly.
Allegedly.
What difficult sia this episode.
Yeah.
Well, y'all need to warn me, okay? If not, I'm not here the next time.
Just say allegedly one time.
Allegedly.
Okay, then we will just copy and paste everything you say.
We just put it here. And then there's also a BTO problem. Number 13, I won't have you pay for the entire BTO deposit on your own, only to refuse to let you collect the keys and keep it for yourself. He paid for the BTO, she took the house.
Wow.
What? Can
Why he let her, honestly?
Can meh?
And somehow she was the one in the wrong. So he lose, yeah. Like he lose in all the situations.
Like Singapore Football Club.
Wow. Then now he lose.
That's not alleged.
Yikes.
Yikes. I've never seen a match though. Maybe they really play with.
You should go. It's actually quite cheap. Like in Jalan Besar, just here.
It's very fun to watch Singapore football matches.
Okay.
Yeah, and like they really sing and there's drums and everything.
Yeah. Like a we won goal. Very demanding, the crowd. Very demanding.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay. There's also a basic timeline of like what has happened lah with this whole Rachel situation.
So it's not a thinking cap though.
Nice.
Everything takes two hands to clap. Where else did it go wrong?
The MC.
You
I
know
should
what
give the
mean?
MC this cap.
Yeah, it takes too long. Ellen and Rachel.
You should give them the tunnel buddies.
I feel like the house thing, he totally didn't need to give up the entire house. Okay, like a lot of mistakes lah. Okay, pretty shit story. I feel bad for all parties involved, right? But I feel like it's a two matter.
you feel bad for Rachel.
If you hear me out,
Okay, sorry.
what if they rush
Sorry,
into this
sorry.
marriage? I mean, allegedly, right? What if he wanted to get married and she say I'm not ready? Then a lot of things would make sense, you know?
Yeah.
They take a long time for her to say, okay, I will agree to a wedding on this date. And then he's happy, but he knows she's not ready and he's prepared to help her be ready. And so
Right.
she says, I need to take a trip by myself. I'm going through a lot now and I don't think I can talk to you. I need to be around friends. And then he would understand, you see, because at the end of the day, he promised that marriage won't change us, you know? You will still go and live your life.
Right.
Yeah, you can still talk to your friends and he needs to hold up to that on a higher level now because she holds the chips ma. She agreed while she's not ready and he said, I will help you be ready. And then you see everything that leads up to that moment, then kind of, not the cheating part, right? But then it kind of makes sense. I'm going to stay over with this person. We're just talking, we're just having wine, don't worry. You know?
This guy.
Can you see that?
Perspective.
Because if you flip out, then a lot of things make sense. Then the wedding has ended. Maybe he hasn't called her yet. And then she said, I want to take a trip. And he's like, yeah, okay, go. I'll be here when you come back. He says something romantic like that and he just waits.
But then after that, he go and say a different thing to his new girlfriend.
When he find out everything, then no point already, what? You not ready to settle and get married is not the same as you go around. Because like in the basis of a committed relationship, there's already no around. Unless
Whoa.
I mean that's what I've been thinking in the back of my head lah. Like there's a lot of things like you said, there's so many red flags.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't justify what she did, but I think there had to be certain like areas where Anders could have definitely prevented certain situations from happening. Like, how do you end up paying for the entire BTO? Like, even in a normal relationship, that would be like a point of contention.
Yeah.
Already,
No, but it does
you know?
seem like what if he is. I don't know how well to do he is lah, but what if he's just more financially capable? Because he did pay for the bulk of the wedding, and then if he's also paying for the BTO, that kind of explains that.
Yeah,
Especially if we factor in like his theory, right?
Yeah.
And then there's that pressure, and then you say she don't have money, she's just a budding influencer.
He want to remove all the worries.
Yeah. Or maybe he was trying to faster seal the deal because he feel like maybe she's not
Slipping
not
away.
Sure.
Sleeping away.
Hey.
Hey, I don't know why you all want to go to jail for content. Not worth it, guys.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I think you want to work.
But from I haven't caught up with the latest news, but I remember seeing the lawsuit, and then after that, shortly after a few days after, I think the courts asked her to produce like the actual text, and suddenly she said like she didn't want or something along those lines.
Yeah, so basically where she got a lot more sus was that basically in Singapore, right, when you sue someone for defamation, the burden is on the person being sued to prove. Elsewhere, it's like if I'm being sued, I have to prove that you are lying. But this one is you have to give evidence. Yeah.
So it's Rachel, the burden's on Rachel.
Burden's on Olivia.
The burden's on Olivia, got it.
So Olivia
okay.
does have like I think like a few like text screenshots. She has like a photo of like one of her diary entries that is alluding to her having feelings for Ellen. Yeah, and then so
How they get that though?
Yeah, who still writes a diary?
Anders, lah.
Right.
As in Anders probably sent to Desiree, who probably sent to her lah.
Anders read her diary.
You see, and I feel like
Someone writes a diary.
because it's so iffy, right? These stories can never really, we can never fully see all perspective here. Because like Anders to this point has kept mum. Gentleman though, right? But okay, he go and snoop people's diary lah. Right? He go and say, okay lah, I pay for the house. Or maybe he really pressured her to get married. And it's just not nice for him to come out and say that. And maybe Rachel held the moral high ground throughout because he pressured her.
Allegedly.
And she held the moral high ground throughout. And that's why everything that happened managed to happen and was not weird to anybody that understood that pressure.
Right.
All the way to the point where she also f***ed up because she allegedly f***ed around.
Do you know how long they were together before they got married?
Long time. Because when I first met them, they were a couple already. So
How old were they when they got married?
Rachel Wong is 27 this year, so
Oh my
need
god, so
to
young.
minus 3
yeah,
years.
she
Minus
got
3
married
years,
at
24. 24. But there are a lot of people that marry young and don't go through this though.
but this is
Pushing
not
the
about
boundary.
that, right? This is not about who did what wrong. Because there are people that's cheating every day. And we all know friends that literally have cheated and cheated upon. It's about defamation in Singapore.
Yes. So basically what Olivia has done is she has produced like this like proof, right? And then asked the judge to let them go through the rest of her phone records and the rest of her diary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then the way her lawyers have kind of argued against that is very, very sus. So one is that she
Her as in Rachel's lawyers. Gotcha.
Rachel's lawyer. So Rachel claims that she deletes all text messages regularly in order to clear space on her phone.
Sus.
Which
Max.
like how much space can a text message clear anyway?
I haven't deleted messages in like 15 years.
I mean, with the alleged amount of men she's texting,
Oi.
Why are you lying?
a lot of texts. So I'm trying to justify the fact that she needs
Or
to
if
delete.
it's pictures
I
and
see.
videos, then it's a lot, even more.
It's just, I don't know anyone who constantly deletes their text messages.
Only when people get caught cheating upon someone do they actually... I've heard I delete my messages also. But I remember that person also got caught cheating.
I've heard also.
It's the go-to. It's like you Google how do I get away with cheating, and it's
but
like
how-
delete your messages.
Like, what are you gonna say? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just delete all. I mean, y'all don't who does it, but I do all. Not do about it.
Tough, very tough for her.
So she just so happened to have no text messages with both the men that are mentioned, which is one the gym trainer and two is Ellen. Yes, and then secondly is I think like they say that the diary is like private or what lah. That one they didn't really specify.
No, she said that there's no other entry that.
Oh yeah,
that
there's
Ellen
no
comes
other
up.
entry, and this is a fishing expedition which is not allowed in court. So basically, you're just like throwing a dart and seeing like where it can land.
I like fishing expedition.
Best Mediacorp drama so far
Yes, yeah.
of the last 5-10 years.
They're really trying. I feel like they know.
Defense
If
counsel
they just take this
today.
whole thing and turn it into a series, wow,
Yeah.
confirm do them well one.
So the latest news is basically that she has been ordered to turn over all of these records lah. Yeah, and the judge actually, and it went a bit viral because the judge was really savage about it.
Oh, let's hear it.
So if I can read 7 savage quotes from the judge on Singapore's influencer.
Who wrote the article? Like which?
Mothership.
Nice. That's a great headline.
Listicle. So in this case, the plaintiff is Rachel Wong because she's the one that's suing for defamation. So the judge says the plaintiff describes herself as a full-time social media influencer, actress, model, and host. She maintains an Instagram account that she claims has 41,400 followers.
Okay.
That I suppose entitles her, in her estimation, to be a celebrity.
Ooh,
Translation: influencers, you ain't all that.
nice.
No, but I do want to say why that's a little bit busted. Because at some point you must prove that this defamation, right, has impacted your life.
Yeah.
And as an influencer where you live and die by your Instagram reputation, right, it does affect her livelihood lah, to a certain extent. And the forms are not as updated to talk about when your career, how many, like there are so many full-time influencers now. And you just have to you write stupid things like, oh, what's your profession? Media. You know, because you don't really have that influencer category, and she probably needed to fill out some form to state grounds. Why am I still defending her? Like, okay,
And it kind of a bit of lost pick also.
Yes, yeah.
He's been watching Suits. I will skip 2 because it's very long. Number 3, by a combination of Instagram speak and the utter failure of counsel to translate that into English, the statement of claim is filled with chaff. Chaff is another word for rubbish.
That's what the judge said.
No, but did you read the quotation text? Why am I defending? I'm done. Sorry.
No, did you read that?
I did. I understood it completely.
Okay, read it. We'll be the judge
No,
of
I
that.
feel like if the judge is old, wow, why am I?
Yeah.
The judge is old. The judge is old.
And you don't get the young speak. Is it the young people's fault? You know what I mean? There's a lot of biases here, I feel.
No, but then is it not counsel's ability to present it properly to the court?
You have to read the room, or you have to read
process
the judge.
Sure, but then I feel like the judge also has to do a bit more than sit down there and take it lah. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, I think very often you judge people's intelligence by their ability to speak good English. But only 10% of the world speaks English. Then how?
No, but he did decipher whatever they articulated, ma. Like at the end of the day, he still managed to break it down. Like you should.
What's the statement?
We will put the paragraph here so you can read for yourself, because honestly, right, even reading it out loud, right, also don't make sense.
Try. Young people, you know, you need the knees to be able to read it out.
Yeah.
Try your best, you don't butcher it. Try your best.
Yeah. Oh, paiseh. Hashtag Bedok Olivia got it wrong. Fella at R1 Sauce. Here's an MC. Lagi worse. You should engage at Deep Sean or Lead Fam at Gobule at Benjamin Ma or me instead. And yeah, fella really sees all the moments with his genitals. Haha, bro can teach. At MediaCorp, y'all got character
She's not reading it
checks
the right
one
pacing. It's
or
actually
not.
quite easy to understand.
I swear I try. I don't understand.
No,
Hand it over. Let me read it.
Fast. Different people read text differently.
So, paiseh, Olivia got it wrong. Fella Ellen, here's an MC. Oh, Lagi worse. You should engage Sean or Lead Fam other people's names, like Benjamin, or me instead. And yeah, fella really sees all the moments with his genitals. Bro can teach. MediaCorp, you got character check one or not, because MediaCorp hires Ellen, right?
So what does that mean? What does that all mean?
What is she trying to say?
I think one of the things they're trying to say is that it also affects the credibility of Ellen, because they did say that.
I did not catch that. So for any of you who are still confused at this point, Xiaxue does have a really good recap of this, which you can check out in her Instagram highlights. Hi Xiaxue, we invite you into our podcast. Because we've talked about how good looking the both of them are, right? Xiaxue actually says, I have this theory, top tier guys usually go for second tier girls. What
Because
do you think?
Anders and Ellen is better looking than Rachel.
According to her, yes.
So,
Yeah.
how top tier guy?
I went for a top tier girl. I'm a second tier guy.
And
Top
top
tier
tier
guy,
girls tend to go for second tier guys.
True.
Top tier girl.
True.
The theory is that if they want the attention for themselves, they don't want a super good looking guy to steal the attention away from them, right?
I think that's a bit cynical. I feel like within Singapore, especially with like makeup and stuff, right? They're just more good-looking girls than they are good-looking guys.
No, but makeup not count.
Count.
No, but girls also in Singapore
Count.
dress really well.
Yeah. Guys have an easier way to dress, but girls got many ways to dress.
Guys is standard at Uniqlo t-shirt.
Yeah, or like you go to a wedding, everybody dress up at a wedding, right? Then how many
Guys, it's all
wear the
just
same thing?
suits,
Yeah,
like-
you either wear
like,
suit or
black,
you
blue,
don't
grey.
give a fuck.
Yeah.
Then if you want to push it a little bit, you wear sneakers with your suit.
Oh, damn funky.
Yeah.
She also does give a reason, which is 9-10 girls are usually very demanding, spoiled, and maybe a bit psycho. If you are a 9-10 hot girl, would you do the dishes? No, right? So the 7-10 girls will get the 9-10 guys, lor.
It's true. And also if you're like a 9-10
It's
guy,
true.
you wouldn't make up for the things that the 9-10 girls
She's some
would.
wisdom. Actually, like as much as when I first knew of her, like when Xiaxue versus Don Young at the time, then I just look at both of them at face value. I don't know. Then I thought, okay lah, at the time Don Young prettier ma. So she's like, okay, I don't like Xiaxue. I support Don Young because
What generation is
binary.
this?
Right? This is like
Yeah.
the
I don't know
advent
who-
of the blogosphere
Yeah,
in
it's
Singapore.
You showing your age, this one.
So whenever I read her stuff, right, I always read it in a very like ready to hate way. Agree. End up agreeing with her all the
She
time.
surprises you. Yeah.
She's a great writer, honestly.
Yeah, she is.
No, but I agree. It's like Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. 9,
No
10
lah,
versus
he's just his big cock. Man.
How do we know he has a big cock?
No,
Has to be.
Everyone in Hollywood knows.
Has to be. He
yeah.
dated Kate Beckinsale. Yeah.
He dated
right.
Ariana also.
He dated Kate Beckinsale.
Wait, who is Kate Beckinsale?
Underworld.
Yeah. Oh my god, I was gonna say that.
I was gonna say Resident Evil, but yeah, Underworld.
Actually, something else I'm curious about, right, is remember like that big map that we drew at the front, right? So Olivia's actually quite far off the map from this, right?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, right, why would she go and post something like that? So if example, I micro it down to like, if I tell my friend something in confidence, right, that my partner has told me,
Yeah.
and then my friend goes to post about it on Instagram, I'll be so upset about it.
Yeah. Like, wouldn't Anders be angry with Desiree about?
Yeah. When Desiree shared it, it also people were sharing it around in private circles.
Right.
However, is I will not. Whereas when it came on Olivia's platform, it was a little bit more straightforward.
Right.
Like she did this.
Also, it wasn't like she reposted the thing. She go and write out
Yeah.
She did
another
a
thing.
commentary on it.
Wow.
Yeah. So actually,
Okay,
Desiree
okay.
was really clever in how she phrased everything.
But my question is Olivia just being too kaypoh and she stuck her nose into this and that's what landed her here? No offense.
But she knows Rachel or she doesn't know Rachel?
I doubt
She's just the new girlfriend's friend.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
She's the ex-husband's new girlfriend's friend.
right. Confirm got people kepo.
But it's quite shag lah, right?
Like gossip ma, right? What?
Then kena sue.
Yeah.
Tak payah sia.
I feel like if it was Anders's friend, like if it was Anders's best friend or whatever, it was people around his circle.
Oh, but his best friend...
Is Ellen.
No.
Wait, what?
No lah, not best friend.
friend lah, close friend.
Yeah.
They were in a clique
Weird,
together. They were in a clique together.
Very weird, ah. Like everybody each other allegedly.
Nice. Good save. You nearly went to jail.
Oh, all the things you could go to jail for. No, but it actually takes a bit to escalate to a defamation case because that automatically costs about 6 figures.
Yeah, but it's clearly a
Averages around
career.
there.
It's a career saving move, right? She's clearly felt that maybe I can move on from this. Maybe the sponsors will start coming back, and maybe it has dried up. And so she's like, I need to save face here. I really need to sue
Could you figure out where her sense of confidence come from though?
Johnny Depp.
It really is the
But I-
Amber Heard Johnny Depp case on a very micro sphere.
Wait, but this Rachel, how many followers does she have?
For at the time of the judge's comment, about 41k.
Then now? Because to me, this whole campaign, right, is an amazing marketing campaign for her to grow her influencer like numbers.
like how Jeff Ng did it.
Way more people know Rachel Wong now than they did before this whole saga, for sure. I completely agree.
But is it not like a Streisand effect kind of thing?
Yeah.
It's like she tried to cover it up, right? Or Olivia, honestly, compared to her, is quite a nobody in terms of like
Yeah.
reach, right? But by her suing, and then this come out in the
Yeah.
news, then now everyone is talking
To
about
be
it.
honest-
much worse now, yeah.
Olivia has a lot of balls. Like she's damn gutsy because before it escalated to this point, right? She's like, all I need to do is take it down and say a sorry. And she's like, nah.
Yeah, so usually
It's
they
like,
will
but I will sue you if you don't.
But
Sue
her
her.
initial actions already show what kind of person she kind of is, right?
No lah, everybody's that kind of person until legal letter come on.
Huh.
Then scared.
Because
then
you
the
always think
Olivia
that person
will grow.
won't sue ma. Then when the person comes sue already, you still lawyer up.
And maybe that's what Rachel was looking for.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like it's
They all
an
got money one,
intimidation
maybe.
tactic. I completely agree. Like I think Rachel made the situation so much worse for herself by doing this.
No, but do you think Olivia should have posted the stories in the first place? Like, or was she just overstepping? You know what I mean?
Like, okay, obviously we all are acknowledging that this is blown out of proportion. Completely
And that we don't know what's
unnecessary.
going on lah.
Yeah, and that Rachel is might have like justifiable reasons for some actions. Allegedly.
Well, you're moving ahead a lot, yeah.
Sorry.
I won't go that far.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah lah, and then Olivia is clearly like overstepped a bit, I would say, with the postings. So, but the case now is how much of Olivia's posting has affected Rachel as a influencer lah, correct?
If it was untrue. No, because a defamation suit is because you have told a mistruth that then affected my
If
ability
she
to
really
earn.
did,
yeah.
then she's just stating a fact.
Okay, so honestly, I really don't give a about these people.
Nice.
Oh, then you go and do an episode about it.
We don't have a choice, man.
He planned one this
The
episode.
channel has got to be alive.
But the reason why I want to talk about this is because I was recently listening to a podcast, which was quite interesting. And it was about how, like, where is social media going? Where are the trends of social media going? Because when social media first came about, there were a few famous people, and then we all go and follow them. But other than that, right, our social media circles are like just our group of friends, and then we just post a little bit about personal lives and we share about that, right?
Those are really good times, oh.
Very different, right?
Yeah.
Like the random bird on the floor
Those
there.
times, you really post anything and y'all really like just.
It's the real
practice
shit,
with your
yeah.
friends,
Like you take a photo of a cup, then like that's it, you know.
Yeah, then your friends will make fun of you for a shit photo. Then you just play.
So then after that, right, as social media got bigger and bigger and bigger and more accessible, now everybody is becoming famous and becoming famous for no reason. You don't need real talent to become famous. Sometimes you just blow up like that and then that's it. Everybody has crazy following. It's become to the point, right, and content itself to the point also, right, is like one trend, everybody do. Like then you end up seeing like 50,000 people do, like, this is how I do my makeup every morning. This is how this is the breakfast I have today. This is my workout. Then, and we are all getting very, very fatigued by the content, right? So then the podcast was trying to question, where will the trend shift to next? Will we be so fatigued by the content that we start to step away from it? And or will they reach a new level where there's a new form of like celebritism and influencers that are created and the rest have like less power, or like something will change within the platforms lah. Because the other thing that she was also bringing up in the podcast was like authenticity is very quickly eradicated. When something trends, people will start to fake it. So last time you have your home videos, you have your bloopers and blunders that you maybe record at home, something funny happened, you post it. But then because that started to go viral, then people start to fake, and manufacture these moments, relationship moments, couple moments, right? All become extremely manufactured and so artificial, right? That you cannot really believe anything that you see as well.
Like actually just last night, I like to watch like proposal videos, like best man speech. Okay, when they come up, then thumbnail looks good, right? I will give it a shot. I was looking at this very beautiful couple, and the husband was playing the piano and the wife doing a thank you speech. Something like how McFly, you know, the McFly.
Oh, that one's damn good, yeah.
Which is top notch, by the way. And
Who is McFly?
It's all about you.
Shut up lah. Your young act over.
but anyway, so
breaking
she also did that in like a lot of like across 5 songs, across 5 different people, like to thank 5 different or 7 different groups of people. It was very well shot, and the bride was good looking, the groom was good looking, the crowd was reacting very well, right? And you see the comment section, everybody's like, oh my god, I'm in tears watching a video of someone's thank you speech. And when I watched the thing, I just like, I cannot, my eye just roll, because I feel like the cameras were all planted at that spot. It was all manufactured, and the speech itself wasn't particularly touching. The pinned comment was like, we didn't expect this video to blow up, because it's like 150 million or 50 million views, that kind, right? So it's like, we didn't expect this video to blow up. We thought it was a thing for our friends and family to view later on. But then the video title
It's optimized for views.
bride and groom sings thank you speech.
Yeah.
No, it will be your name, what?
Yeah.
It will be like whatever your name is, thank you speech.
Then you go onto their page, then they reposted that video 5 times.
Yeah,
See which one go viral.
It was trying to make it viral, like wow.
optimized, and I couldn't. But it's like, it's still somebody's big day, lah. You know, so trying to be a about it.
But do you not think that, like, I mean, back to John Paul's point, right? That the content that people are enjoying now is kind of coming full circle back to those like early YouTube days when it's more like voyeuristic and all that. Like people want that more raw, that more behind the scenes feel kind of thing already.
But you see where TikTok went though? Then TikTok was going polished.
Yeah, it's going overproduced now again.
It will circle
And it
back.
It will circle back.
It's always the low quality videos, man. Those are the
Which shows how amazing it is that Facebook's still standing. Because they survive cycles, They
Because of
survive.
boomers.
They just keep ripping off the other whatever.
Yeah. I also feel like, where are we going on that part, right? Because everybody has a following of sorts, and we're kind of doing the same thing. But I was just looking at TikTok again, and I just saw like people they use the green screen and then just say like, wow guys, not say I really want to talk about this leh. But then like talking about some Jeff Ng thing, then you talk about it. Then don't talk about it because like you are not a new segment, you are not whatever, you know, you usually do pranks and you usually whatever, but everybody feels like their opinion matters.
And the frustrating part with that, right, like what you are saying even, right, is that like, well guys, I really don't want to talk about this, right, but I feel like I need to, right, is that whole act, right, is to retain your attention, you know or not, is to game TikTok, which is so frustrating to begin with. Like wow.
And actually, right, believe it or not, you don't need to you don't actually need to talk about it.
To bring it back full circle, actually that you mentioned that, like, you know, at the end of the day, like social media is giving you like that platform to have followers and like more fame. I think when it comes back to the Olivia thing, I mean, I don't know how many followers she has, but she probably was just sharing it with her group of friends. I don't think she was out there to say publicly, hey, I'm bringing this person down, it's an expose. I feel like maybe it's more of like, hey, here's my friends. And then for her to get sued for it, to me feels yeah, she overstepped, but I think it was not to the point of like getting sued for.
No,
lah.
but cease and desist was the first step though. She refused to cease or desist. Then they bring her to court ma.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I guess at the point of time when you realize, shit, okay, maybe I said something that was probably out of line, I probably should have deleted it lah.
But probably,
She got big olives.
I mean, in my personal opinion and not based on any fact,
Nice.
like I feel like usually in these cases they get the losing party to cover all your legal fees also. So she's probably just very confident lor.
Right.
Also,
and then
if
there
you
probably
win-
was a lot of threat lah. That, like once again, you can game your challenge to a way that people can answer. It's like, hey, it's really starting to affect me. I'm really sorry that this happened and it really didn't work out between us. But I hope we can keep this matter private. If you don't mind, can you take it out?
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be yes. It's like a take it down or I will sue you because it's all lies.
Yeah.
Then you fight lor.
It's like our car accident episode, right?
How
Like,
you want that person to say, oh, okay lor, I dog.
yeah. No, but it's like the car accident episode where like I think if someone comes to you with aggression, you suddenly feel that need
Yeah.
to aggress back,
Respond, right?
And then Olivia would have gone to Desiree and be like, hey, nothing I said was untrue, right? You confirm that this is all true, right? And then Desiree like, yeah, I said it's all true, it's
Yeah.
all true. Then they never think first like, okay, how are we gonna prove it? It's like, okay, all you said was
Yeah.
true, let's go.
No, and Rachel is like, okay, what you're trying to say is that I Ellen, I trainer.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No, what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I already bake in allegedly. So I'm gonna call Ellen and be like, even if they did, allegedly, it will take it to our grave, right? He said, yeah, of course. My career also at stake. Then I'll go to my trainer and say, even if they did it, we'll take it to our grave, right? He said, yeah, of course. There's no reason what. We didn't video this shit, which I did, but didn't.
Yeah. And then the last
So she's like, okay lah, then nobody can.
correct. The last puzzle
Prove it
piece would
what?
be the messages, allegedly.
Yeah lor.
Then
And the
delete.
diary which goes up peanut.
Which is so strange. Who still writes a diary?
Why don't, I mean, if she can delete a chat, why don't you just say, oh, I like to burn my diary entry?
Yeah. every year I let go of
Like,
everything.
if she burn it though, is it illegal?
You're
But it
meddling
doesn't-
with evidence.
No, but it's not evidence yet. They haven't taken it down yet.
No, but they already have the photo of it ma.
So that one page. So now they want the other pages. If at the point they're asking, right, she say like,
Ah.
oh, when I divorced, I decided to throw away that ugly chapter of my life.
Right.
Which, okay lah, once again, it's like delete chat issue, nobody really does it, but can you really prove that this person don't do
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Maybe they really do what?
Oh no, we gave her the
I also
solution.
wonder. No,
Just
now,
throw your diary.
now too late. Now she throw away, she kena even worse.
But then they cannot.
My dog ate my diary. Cat still
Yeah.
can.
No, but I'm wondering
Give
how
me your
he
dog.
also got like okay, cause diary kind of feels like behind her back he go and like read the diary when she's not at home or what lah. But then like text messages though he also has those.
Choose a rainy day to walk to the court. Then like with the whole diary wait until 2 Like there's
That's
still
not how you
ways.
submit evidence.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Hold the diary.
No, so okay, so the situation is this, right? Rachel being the plaintiff, and then now she sued Olivia, and now Olivia saying the evidence is all with the plaintiff. So the plaintiff doesn't want to give it up, then no one is the
No,
the
but
case
because
will
she
move
has some evidence, like she has one, and then she's saying that there's more. Yeah, and then clearly her comeback is not very strong. So then the judge clearly sees something suspicious here.
forward. And so we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Good luck, everybody.
If you would like to support the channel, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching today's episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
You can ask the judge to come and guest on the show. Ask him about all the stupid
I don't
stuff.
think you can.
You've never seen his dick.
Have you seen my dick?